Hola, hola, hola guys, it's me, and yeah, so here I am, here again. I'm still alive, y'all. So I am going to do this quick get ready with me video using the products that I got in my Ipsy Glam bag, which honestly, I'm going to say I'm not so kooky crazy about this box. I don't care too much for the box. There are, I guess, a couple of things that I liked, but I don't know, overall maybe it could have been better, I don't know, but maybe my mind will change while I'm doing my face. So so I'm going to go ahead and just show you the products. Update on my face, it seems like it's doing a little better. I don't know if you see that. I still have a little bit, progress over here, but on this side it's looking a little bit better. Unfortunately, and it's just very important, when they say don't pick your pimples, don't pop them, especially when it comes to blind pimples, because there is no white spot to pop. So when you try to do those, which unfortunately I have done in the past, you are left with some pretty bad scars. So I'm hoping that over time these marks go away. I don't know if they're going to, but I definitely have been trying to really stay rigorous on my skincare regimen. I added these two products just in case you didn't see it in my Instagram post. I added this product from First Aid Beauty. This is the Skin Rescue Acne Clearing Pads. So I have been using this twice a day. The pads are pretty big, so I actually took the advice of one of the reviewers on the site who was reviewing the products, and I actually cut them in half, so that way I have the product a lot longer. The other product that I'm using as well are the Peace Out Acne, and these are healing dots. So these are basically, if you haven't seen them, they're pretty much little stickers. They're little sticker dots, and they have medicine on them, and you pretty much just literally peel them off, stick them on your skin, you leave them overnight, and they, help out. So these have salicylic acid, and I believe it also has aloe vera. Yeah, it has vitamin A, aloe vera, so it helps to heal the spot and to reduce redness. So I kind of feel like these two products together have really been helping out my skin. So it's still a work in progress, but I'm liking how it's looking. Alright, so the first product that I'm going to try out, and this is an eye gel. This is the Malin and Goetz, I guess, revitalizing eye gel, and this is, let me see, the retail price is $42. So this is it's a lightweight texture, helps soften, line the puff bag, soothe irritation, blah blah blah, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on of this just so that you can see that. I actually think this might be a little too much, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just put that, since I haven't really been putting too much eye gel lately, actually. So let me see. Doesn't smell too much. Smells, I don't know, it smells a little bit like maybe aloe vera. I'm not sure, maybe that's one of the ingredients. I haven't looked at it. Okay, so just did that. And it does feel nice, revitalizing. If you put this in the fridge, it's definitely going to give you that really nice, cool wake up feeling. So, okay, so that pretty much absorbed pretty quickly. So far I'm liking that one. Alright, let me just show you the products that I will not be showing you because I cannot put them on my face. So this one is from this is the Coffee Scrub Coconut Body Scrub. So this one I actually have used, but not the coconut one. I actually used the straight up coffee one, which really was great. It left my skin so nice and soft, and it didn't smell. It smelled actually nice. So it looks like they have another scent. This is coconut. So this is going to be, let me see, vitamin E. It scrubs and buffs. This has grapeseed oil, blah blah blah. So this is pretty much, you know, a scrub for all over your body. I'm looking forward to using this actually. Like I said, I have used this one before, but it was the original coffee scrub. So if you have not gotten this yet, if you're able to get access to purchase it somewhere, I strongly suggest that you get it because it is a good product. So let me see, what other product will I probably not use? So here is the bag that came with it. If you open it up, it says Unstoppable. You know, I never really have anything much to say about the bags. You guys already know how I feel about the bags. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on, this is also what I've been using as well, just to get a little bit of moisturizing. This is from Purlisse, and this is the Matcha Green Tea Antioxidant Priming Moisturizer. It's lightweight, it's an oil-free water cream, and you can use this with or without makeup. And this has actually been helping me out as well. So I've been using this as my primer lately, or I will use it, you know, if I'm just gonna go out for a minute and I'm not gonna put on any makeup. I will just put this, and it's very nice and lightweight, but it really does give me the moisturizing, you know, benefits that I need, considering that my skin is a combination, but it doesn't make it any, you know, more greasy than I would want it to be. So this one is pretty much a good product that I have been using as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. The foundation I'm going to be using today is going to be the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. I haven't worn it in a while because it's not really heavy coverage, and since I've been having issues with my freaking skin, I haven't wanted to use it. But since my skin is looking a little better these days, I'm going to go ahead and use it today. This is in the color Rose Ivory, so I'm going to go ahead and get that out the way. Okay, and so for reference, I am using my Wet n Wild Velvet Sponge. I have been using the sponge a lot. I have to tell you that I like it very much. It was kind of weird because I was reading a reviewer on the Wet n Wild website about the sponge, and she said that supposedly she had washed it a couple times and it had gotten moldy. It's kind of weird to me because I've washed this sponge so many times and nothing has happened, and I love this sponge. It's so nice and soft. I recommend that you try it. It's cheap and it works. So okay, so I got the foundation on. I really like this foundation so much because it gives you just such a nice illuminating look, if you can see that. Really love it, and I'm glad I've been able to start using it again, quite honestly. All right, let me do these brows, which are actually looking decent. But I have to shave my face, y'all. So I was like giving love to my husband the other day, and he was like, oh, you have hair on your face. He's like, you have a mustache. I'm like, yeah, thanks, I feel the love. Okay, so we're going to use this next product. This is the Complex Culture Precision Concealer Brush, which is looking very interesting. I remember seeing a brush similar to this from Sigma. And this is a concealer brush, so you can use this. It's a fluffy concealer brush, and you can use it for application, concealing under the eyes, the sides of your nose, the corner of the face, clean up brows, defining them, because I guess because of the dense texture, but it is soft. So I typically don't use brushes for concealer. I like to use my sponge for everything, but for the sake of this video, obviously we're going to try. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer. As I was saying before, my phone scared me like 5 feet off my chair. So this concealer, as I was saying, has a little bit less coverage than the Camo concealer, but I still like the consistency of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it, and I want to see how this brush works. I like this. This one I like a lot because, I mean, they're both creamy, the 16 Camo and this one. But I don't know, I guess because I want a little bit less coverage, I don't know. Alright, so go ahead and do this. I like how you're able to like really get inside that corner and really just, okay. I kind of feel like I'm gonna go over it anyway, just because that's me. go over it with like a sponge or something. I mean, it looks good. I'm not saying that it looks bad. Let's see. Let's see how I finish it up. Okay, so I'm kind of going over it anyway with a sponge. It's not bad. I'm not sure what to think about it yet. I felt like it may have taken off some of my foundation here. So I'm not sure about that. I can see you using it definitely to clean up your brows because of the precision and the shape, you really can get really up all in there into the brow and really clean it up. So that is definitely a good thing. I'm gonna have to keep working along with it. It's not bad, you know, but like I said, me personally, I don't really use brushes. I prefer my sponge. It wasn't bad though, so I'll keep trying that one at least. Whew, okay, so don't mind me, y'all. I really gotta get rid of that mustache. Alright, so I'm gonna be using the Everyday Vacay powder from Ciate London. I have been using this all the time so far, just to, you know, set under the eye here a little bit. Love how it smells. Smells just like. Okay, so I'm going to go into the little palette that they gave me. So this is from The Balm. This is the Balm Cosmetics Auto Balm Day to Night. Scoring the smoky eye. You can wear a combo of matte and shimmer. They go on smooth, ultra blendable, or layer them over the black primer for a fun shifting effect. So, while these colors to me aren't the most wonderful in the world, well, you know what? Honestly, it's a standard palette, I guess. So it comes with the black primer. What the black primer would do is that once you put that on your lid, you can basically transform these shimmery shades. So for example, if I use the black one, which I did just testing it earlier, I used this kind of like it's kind of like a light turquoisey shimmer color, and it actually came out like a nice shimmer turquoisey green. It kind of reminded me of like a mermaid shimmery turquoise thing, you know. So it provides a color shift if you use the black primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna, I guess, do something really basic. I just want to see what it would do the lid if I was to put the black primer. So I'm just gonna take this brush here, which is the Morphe M518, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use this light color here, obviously to serve as my transition shade, or rather to just finish filling in here and just smoothing out my base, and then just filling it in here rather quickly. So this is pretty much going to be a really simple look for me. It's really not so much you can do with this little palette. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a couple of things that you can do with the palette, but you know, there's more shimmers than mattes. There's only 2 mattes here, the primer, and then all these are shimmers there. So yeah, so all right, so I'm gonna go in. That was Las Vegas, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this color right here, which is the color Hollywood, which definitely is pretty much a basic nice brown, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put that here. Oh yeah, it's very definitely pigmented, so I'm gonna just go ahead and buff that in the outer corner of the eye. So buffing that in and obviously blending. Okay, so I have to say that the shadows really blended well. They really felt nice, and I felt like I didn't, you know, like it wasn't a hassle blending them in. The good thing also is that these are blendable. So if I was to keep going, I mean, not blendable, buildable. So if I wanted to actually keep on with the brown, I probably would be able to build a little bit more. But I actually like how this is looking. This is actually looking pretty nice and blendable. This is really, really nice. So I'm actually gonna go in with Lombard Street, which is this really darker color over here. It's kind of like a shimmery thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and tap into it in anyway, and just to see how it looks in the inner or outer corner of the eye, and see if maybe I can also blend that in a little bit well. I honestly don't really have experience with the shadows from the Balm. I don't think I've really used their shadows. I've pretty much used like their skincare, and what else? I think their liners or their lip products or whatever, but not really their eyeshadows. But so far I'm pleasantly surprised with, you know, how it's looking. So I'm just trying to blend this in a little bit. And then I think I'll just go ahead and try one of those lighter shimmers with the black primer and see how it looks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish blending this in. Okay, so just to show you really quick the black primer. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the black primer here on my hand, just so that you can see. Let me see. I'm kind of want to see what that little pink wants to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of the pink right here so you can see how it would normally look, which doesn't really look like much. It's like super duper light. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and take some and put it on the black primer just to see what effect it would do. Okay, so this is kind of giving like, doing it this way because it looks better. Well, so that's kind of what it would give, like a little chrome kind of thing. But I don't really like how that looks. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try a different color. So let's see, in my brain, I don't know. I don't know if I should use this one or this one's looking pretty too. Maybe I should try that one and see how it looks. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the black primer on my eyelids. Okay, so I found this little brush here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick some up of that black primer and just paint it here on my lid. See how that works. And then I think, who is calling me now? Sweet. Yeah, that was my dad. Everyone wants to call me when I'm busy. But anyway, so I'm just finishing putting on this primer. Alright, so I have the color on, or the primer. This doesn't look bad by itself actually, but you know, I'm not gonna keep it like that obviously. So I think I'm gonna put it on with my finger and see how it looks. So I want to try this little turquoisey color here. So this is how it would usually look. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on with my finger and see how it looks. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that was so pretty. Oh, wow. This is really nice. This reminds me of like, I can't even, like those nice tropical metallic green. So nice. Oh, it's so pretty. Alrighty, so that is the color. It looks super, super pretty. It looks so nice. It's like a nice mermaid turquoise color. Woo, nice and metallic. Yeah, so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead. Looks like maybe I would want to put a little bit more, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the powder that's under my face and keep going. Okie dokie. So I went ahead and lined. But I haven't lined in like forever, but I went ahead and did it. You know what? I need to tight line, so let me tight line and then put on mascara and all that stuff. Okay, so pretty much done. Did some bronzer, some blush and all that stuff. Okay, so the last product is the lip color, which this one I actually chose. This is the Phase Zero Makeup Matte Liquid Lipstick, and the color is in Undercover. Retail price is $16. So let's see how this color looks. And hopefully it looks good with what I'm using. Otherwise I'll have to change the color. It's nice. It feels more like a lip stain than a liquid lipstick. But I'm not necessarily complaining. Okay guys, so here is my final look. Just threw on some powder, just put on some highlight that I found in my drawer, and that was about it. So I hope that you enjoyed this look. I think it came out pretty okay. Overall the products are good. I really like the lip color. It definitely is more on a thinner side, so it kind of feels more of like a stain than a liquid lipstick, but not necessarily bad. It dried up really quickly, and it feels nice, feels comfortable, doesn't feel drying or anything like that. The palette was pleasantly surprised. It would have been nice if there were maybe a couple more mattes, but it's okay. I overall did like it. The colors are nice and blendable. Didn't give me too much of a problem. The brush I'll have to keep, I guess, working with. It's not bad. It's not a bad concept. Not saying at all that it's a bad thing. It was okay. Not gonna, you know, complain too much about it. And then obviously the coffee scrub, which I showed you that I'm going to be trying out as well, but I already know that I like it. I'm laughing, y'all. You know why I'm laughing? Because I just realized that there was an eyeliner in here that came in my box, and I'm just looking at it right now. Like, what is going on in my life? Sorry guys, I totally did not see this. So this is from Seraphine Botanicals, the Lunar Liner Water Resistant Liquid Eyeliner. Retail value is $18. So, I probably wouldn't have liked it anyway because the tip of this liner is super thick, and I really like doing, I like using thinner ones. So, you know, these people, if it's not one thing, it's another. I have no idea. If you hear that noise, please excuse it. It's the freaking neighbors. They're so ridiculous. But anywho, so thanks for watching. Now I really did show you all of the products. So the box, you know, it was alright overall. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's like, okay, so whatever. So thank you guys for watching once again. I will see you guys in the next video. And hopefully I will have another nice video in a little while. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Adios.